Gaffer, last time out against Livingston, obviously a good point on the road. You spoke after the game about it maybe taking a bit of time for the boys to really get going in it, but having some time to reflect back now, how would you look back on it?
Pretty similar, Gareth. I keep saying the same thing. I think for the first 45-55 minutes we were poor in terms of keeping the ball, getting up the pitch. We just allowed Livingston every time to keep coming at us because we kept giving them the ball back, and then they scored, and it seemed to get us right into top gear. I don't know why. We just straight for the kick-off we made 20 passes on the bounce, and that gave the boys a lift. And then we got into the game with a penalty. Obviously we had a couple of other chances. We might put one by the post. Probably should have done another penalty, but I think if we'd won the game it would have been a travesty for Livingston, because they'll probably think they should have got all three, which they probably should have. But it shows the resilience I've got in the boys. They kept going, and that was similar to us against Hamilton. We bombarded Hamilton's goal for 45-60 minutes, and they kept themselves in the game by being resilient, and they could have won it, and it would have been a travesty for us. But listen, another tough game tomorrow.
Yeah, and in terms of taking the penalty well, a really great penalty from Owen Moffat, a young player, and a lot of pressure on him to put it away. Yeah,
and what I liked with him is he went and demanded the ball. So it showed you get confidence in yourself to go and put it away for 12 yards, and like I say, it was a terrific penalty.
And going into tomorrow's game, what has the message been to the boys this week to maybe try and start differently, to try and get the front foot from the kick-off? Yeah,
listen, that's what we're certainly at home. We'll again need the backing of the fans. They've been terrific. We'll need them for right for the start to get right behind the boys. But listen, I think first and foremost you have to give credit where credit's due. Falkirk for 15-16 months now have been terrific in terms of the league form. They've not lost a game. And that testament to them, John McGlynn and Paul must take a lot of credit as the players. To do that is a terrific achievement. We know how difficult it will be, but we believe that if we can perform to the heights that we can, then we'll cause Falkirk problems as well.
Yeah, and last season being on that unbeaten run that we went on, and knowing the momentum that gives the players, do you approach a game like tomorrow any differently when a team is coming here on such a long unbeaten run?
No, nothing changes for us. Yeah, we know they're on a good form, they're on a good run, but we believe that if we can do what we're asking our boys to do, then we've got an opportunity to win the game. That's the message, that's the mindset I want in the players. Every game we go into, we're there to win the game. I'm pretty pleased with the start of the season, albeit we should have had 3 points in the first home game. We want to get 3 points tomorrow, and that's been the message all week.
Yeah, you talk about getting 3 points tomorrow. It has been a really positive start to the season so far, 3 games unbeaten. But to get that first win, how important is that going to be? Yeah,
it's going to be vitally important, but we need everybody at it. We can't afford to have passengers tomorrow. Falkirk are a good footballing team. If we don't get after them, we don't press, we don't get up in the second balls, they'll cause us problems. So we know what we have to do. We know where we need to stop them. We know how they want to play, how they play out for the back, etc. So we've analysed them all week. Training's been excellent. It's been a real high tempo. Intensity's been there. So listen, we've done everything we can from a coaching point of view, and now it's up to the players when they cross the white line tomorrow to go and put the ball in the net.
And in terms of squad availability overall, we're also approaching the end of the transfer deadline as well for in terms of players coming here from outside of Scotland. Is there going to be any movement there?
Listen, Gareth, I'm always looking to try and strengthen the group, as is every other manager. If we can get something done, then we'll try and get it done, but it has to be someone that's going to come in and enhance the squad. The board have been terrific. Chairman's been terrific in terms of giving me extra funds over the summer. There still is some funds there to play with, so like I say, if something props up that I think will help us going forward, then we'll certainly look at it.
And in terms of the players in the building at the moment, how's the availability looking for tomorrow?
Yeah, there's no change from the squad from last week. If someone comes in, then obviously that person will be added, but yeah, there's obviously Kirk will probably be available next week or the week after. Dylan's obviously got his operation on Monday, which will be him now for the best part of 3 to 4 months, and Nathan's had not a recurrence of the injury he had, he's picked up something else, so we'll have to watch that, so yeah, Nathan won't be available for this week or the next coming few weeks anyway.